So g'day people, how you going today? Just wanted to make an update video and say thank you very much for watching my videos and subscribing, and just having an awesome time learning, well, Australian English, learning about Australia. And if you have a channel that explores your world, please leave it below because I'd actually like to watch it. So anyway, so I'm actually in farm country. This is only like 15 minutes from my house. This is basically it. So you got a little creek down here, creek. So if you have a look. So that's a little creek. It runs continuously, but the water flow is very small. And it's actually quite eroded because, as you can see, this is all regrowth. So here, that's all regrowth. That's actually farmland. And you have some eucalyptus. You have this black wattle growing here. Once this is implanted, this actually grows like a weed. Actually grows really fast. And we have some native grass. So this is like wallaby grass. We have a foreign grass as well. We have some bracken. Where's the bracken? Anyway, there's some bracken over there. It's like a type of, it's a dry fern. It doesn't require moist environments. It prefers dry environments. So I have to go and see if we can find one. We also have these old trees here. A large old tree. Just from a guess, from the thickness, I'm going to say that's at least probably 400 years old. Then we have some other trees like that one over there. That is probably at least 100 years old. Oh, here's some bracken. Bracken. So this is bracken here. It's pretty. This occurs in many species over the world. As you can see, it fronds and has gametes underneath, which drop spores and they actually regrow, but also grows by roots as well. And that actually dries out like this. And that's actually very flammable. Then again, all the other trees are as well. So that is bracken. And I actually like coming out in the bush because the bush is just awesome. It's a good place to be. It actually gets you away from people and then you can actually think about things. But unfortunately around this area you also have the internet, so you can connect to the internet, which might be a good or bad thing. But if you go out further from the city in Australia, you actually lose contact with the internet, which might be a good thing. But sometimes it's not. Hanging around people is also good, but you can only do that for so much. And then you need the time by yourself. Me? Am I an introvert or an extrovert? Well, I do like time by myself, but I also like to hang around people. If I can hang around people, I will. So that's great. So maybe I'm a bit of both. I can be an introvert and I can be an extrovert. So, but in nature, I don't actually hear that many birds, but it's just wonderful. You just figure, when I'm out here, I just think about evolution. I just think about how all these species of plant, like this black wattle, can't see that, like this black wattle, how it evolved. And that tree, that one's probably at least 300 years old, or maybe 300 years old. That's older than me, and it'll be around. Like, I've got about 40 years of life left. That one will be around a few hundred years after I've gone. So nature is wonderful. So if you're out in nature, just enjoy it. Stop thinking about your emotions, especially if you're in a Western country, because you have lots of resources to do stuff. And you can actually do a lot of things in Western countries that you can't do in other countries. and you really don't have any excuse for any of most of your problems, unless you know you're actually very sick and you can't control that, unless you're in certain situations which you cannot control. That's the only time you should complain. If you can change your situation, just change it. Don't be a fucking bitch and bitch about it. Oh, my car, don't like my car. Well, if you don't like your car, get a new one. If you don't have the money to get a new one, you'll work on it, won't you? So, I think the farmer's coming. So, that was terrible. So, I'll end it here. The countryside is beautiful, and it doesn't matter what country you're in, it's always beautiful. So try and make the best that you can and have an awesome time, people, because that's the only time you will have on this planet. So I love you all. Thank you very much for watching, and well, have an awesome time, people, because life is wonderful.